Seen the flyer that Upstate Spin a Block, me and Goya put out. How you feel about that? What's your thoughts on that?
I think it was dope for the culture. Not saying like they should be on it, they shouldn't be on it. I think the best part of that flyer is that it was battlers from different places. So it was a Rochester battler, Syracuse / from Utica, Albany, whatever. And you had a Buffalo person. All respected in the culture. Penny just had a URL drop. Stretcher had a few URL drops. Chase is solidified in the game. And just got a shout out from Norbs. You know what I'm saying? Saying like they trying to hold Chase back because he had something to do with his process.
Facts.
And he had URL drops. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They all had big names, or have been offered big names. And people come to see them battle. So anybody, people gonna argue regardless of who's on the flyer because everybody want to be that best person, and want to be top 3, and everybody also want to show out for their places. So
it's all opinion.
Yeah. So and it is opinionated, but
I
think it was a pretty good list, especially when you look at Upstate as a whole and who's doing what for Upstate, like. And I don't think it's too much of, like people, when I say represent Upstate, like they put on for Upstate, shout out the Upstate League, shout out, you know what I'm saying, like
all around.
Penny say,
everyone got to be Rochester.
Yeah, Penny
Buffalo,
say big
everything.
Buffalo, Onsite, we go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, so Stretch Mills say Onsite, Chase, I said Onsite before, or Upstate New York, Rado.
Right.
And that's, I think, and I could be wrong. It wasn't my magazine, but I think that's what people was aiming for when they said Upstate. Because I seen a few other names and people was like, "Oh, this person should have been on it."
Yeah,
but
we definitely.
I think when you're looking at the Upstate as a whole and who represents Upstate, y'all also went with that. And I think people gonna argue regardless.
Of course.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, hashtag controversy matters. You feel me? Upstate Spin a Block. At the end of the day, it's me and Goya's opinion. You feel me? Things is fluid. It can change, but that's how I feel right now.
But people get too comfortable too. People need. You know what I'm saying? It's always dope to have. Some people leave battles, lose, forget their rounds, and people don't care. And they like, well, people don't care anyway. Ain't nobody gonna talk about it tomorrow. But now that you see that people actually have faces and they on magazines and shit, that makes a difference. And Upstate Spin a Block was the first people, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was the first group to actually podcast or whatever that actually put out a magazine in the Upstate area. You know what I'm saying? So when you start seeing other people do this shit, that shit came from y'all. So this is something that y'all started. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, like I said, when the shit dropped, that shit was dope to me. But y'all definitely the first ones to do it. So I feel like y'all are the only ones that could actually change that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if, within the next couple of months, if y'all say, all right, these people done stepped up, or honorable mentions, I don't feel like nobody else.
Pretty much, they gotta, you know what I'm saying, just build the bear. They just gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Can't nobody else put out a to me, can't nobody else put out a magazine for Upstate when y'all done started the shit, or they could, but the shit just won't be respected. You know what I'm saying? Like, this your shit now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to the magazines and who's where, even if people don't like it, you gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all like the gatekeepers when it comes to that shit now.